All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the market speculator with bullsonwallstreet.com. Today, we're going to talk about the power of the trend pullback setup using, and this is key, relative strength here. So we're not really focused on the setup as much as we are relative strength. And I think that's an element that too many people ignore when they're swing trading. This was a winning trade we took here in the trade report account. You can see here, this was an alert that went out. Brazil, 500 shares at 39.60. We had our stop laid out, our target laid out, and we exited on the 18th here, so yesterday at 44.56. Completely. It wasn't a huge position, so I didn't take partials, which I would have liked, because as you can see here, the stock is still flying. But it was a really nice gain. If we look at our results here, up 52% on the year, and this was almost a $2,500 win. So really nice trade here. Now let's take a look at what we were looking at here. So the first thing I'm doing when I'm outlining, the way I'm going to trade is I'm looking at what's going on in the market. And when I have one of these range-bound markets, I'm paying attention to what's going on here, and then I'm keying in on relative strength stocks and sectors, because they're the only things that are really going to beat the market at this point. When you have these strong trends, you can focus on different types of setups. But here, I'm basically building a relative strength list. And even if I like the setup, if we're not showing relative strength related to the market, I'm not going to trade it. So on SPY here, last week, Thursday here, we had what looked like a range failure. And we've been watching this for a while now, waiting for it to break down. And if we actually would have broke down through this level, I would have started aggressively shorting. But intraday, we reversed that and got back into the range. That was my clue that I want to get long a few positions. And I was very light going into this. And I ended up taking 3 or 4 positions on this day. Oil is one of them, which is also flying right now. But we got in on this. So now I'm thinking, what stocks do I want to focus on? And I'm not thinking about setups at this point. I'm looking for stocks in my focus list which are showing relative strength. And I went to Brazil. Brazil has been on fire. If you look at Brazil's chart, you would never know that the rest of the world, the rest of the indexes here are pulling back. It's been on this really nice run here. So that's what got me keyed into Brazil. And now I'm talking about it as a trend pullback. Now, if we look closer here, you don't see much of a trend. But if we pull it out, Brazil has been on fire basically for all of 2016. And this is a triple leverage ETF that has run from 6 all the way to 45 at this point. We were at 38, 39 when we were looking to enter. So we were definitely in this big trend, and then we pulled back here. So we had reached a high of about 40, pulled back, and now I'm looking for a good spot to enter. What I was really looking for is, can it hold the 9? And it started to fail the 9 on Thursday and then showed strength. And once it showed strength holding the 9 EMA, that was my clue to enter here. So again, we're looking at 2 things here. We're looking at stock specific, what's the setup? And the setup here is an overall trend pullback, and then a pullback off the highs, and then it's showing strength, holding the 9, beating the market not only intraday here, but also as a trend here over the last 3-4 weeks. So relative strength, according to SPY, then we're keying in on the setup, and we're seeing the trend pullback, relative strength. And you can see here what the stock has done since then. Made this fantastic breakout move to all-time, at least recent highs, not all-time highs, but we're at highs going back to the middle of 2015. So yearly highs here. And since then, we've run, I got out at 44.60. It actually ran to an intraday high today of about 46.55, maybe even a little higher than that. And it's getting extended. I'm glad I got out. Now I will watch for another pullback, see how it handles this level. And then we'll look and see how we're going to play it from there. Once I get these relative strength volatile stocks, I'll keep going back and forth on these, in and out, as the setups present themselves, which is what we're doing with oil as well, which is also a stock I took on the same day. You can see the arrow here. I'll put out a video on this one once I'm out of the trade. Here's our target range. We're already up 2 or 3 points here, and this one's working out really nicely, up about $2,500. But we're being more aggressive with the target here. So that's it for this video. Trend pullbacks, relative strength. Remember, guys, you can join the trade alerts here. Go to Swing Trade Alerts. There's a monthly plan, $99, and a fantastic yearly plan where you get 50% off, only $5.99 for the entire year. All right, so I'll see you guys with the next video.